All right, y'all. What's up? We back. Episode 6 of This Might Get Canceled. In today's episode, the topic is, are feminists hurting black women? This is part 2. I am MATTICS. My co-host.
Oh, it's BUGSIE. My bad. I'm looking at D-Wade's son being some other. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, and then today we got 2 special guests, 2 lovely women. We're going to start with you first.
Hi, I'm KEKE.
Hey, I'm Slim.
And let's get it started, all right? Now, the question is, I'm going to ask you, and I'm going to ask you second. Well, together. Do y'all think feminist movement have hurt black women?
It depends on which feminist we're talking about because there's a lot.
All right.
You got to be more precise.
I am. Okay, what?
I was going to say agreed.
All right. Now, I'm going to give y'all a quick lesson. Really quick. I think feminists have hurt. I know for a fact that feminist women has hurt black women because the feminist movement wasn't really for black women, to be perfectly honest. Mm-hmm. It was created in 1848 or 1843, 1840s. If it was for black women, they would have helped free y'all. You should have to wait till 1870 something to get free as a slave. So by that logic alone, it wasn't for black women. Fine. Now that you're free, right? And we were talking about what it was for, like basically women having equal rights, working equal pay, basically equal rights for women. I actually agree with that part of it, right? So I do agree that women should be able to apply for any job they want to apply for. They shouldn't get paid less because they're a woman. That was happening at one point. I agree with that. The issue have become during the civil rights movement time, right? Because a lot of black women have jumped ship from the black people fight. Civil rights movement was for black people, man, woman, and child to get equal rights. They just went straight for women getting equal rights. And I'm like, you jumped in ship for just only women. It's selfish. What about your brother? What about your father? What about your son? Shouldn't they have equal rights as well? At that same time, what ended up happening was they started getting brainwashed, telling black women that men are oppressing them, holding them down. I'm like, no, black men aren't oppressing you. We don't even own shit. So even oppress you, what are you talking about? Now, don't get me wrong. We have owned things in the past. I'm thinking like from a system standpoint. So the white woman and her man had an issue between themselves, and they wanted rights like their white husbands. They didn't fight rights for black women. They didn't give a fuck about you. F about y'all, pardon my language. So in modern day, the reason why I say black women, feminist women have hurt black women because they have trained black women to literally be independent, strong, I don't need no man syndrome. From the 70s to now, black women are getting married at 23%. If you don't believe me, look it up.
It's very true.
Their women are having babies out of wedlock because they think they could do what men could do. I could do what a man could do. I could sleep with whatever. But in reality, it's turning you to a whore. Thinking this way.
Okay, I was just about to say that.
No.
It's kind of extreme with it.
That one went extreme for me.
No. I'm giving you examples of what actually happened. I'm dead serious. Feminist women literally was saying that they could do what men could do even when it comes down to sex. And biology shows you can't. Because women release a hormone called the love hormone. The more guys you sleep with, it makes it harder for you to bond with the next dude. So you sleep with more than one dude constantly over and over. You're going to keep comparing the new one to the old ones.
So you're saying the hoe can't be a feminist?
Thank you.
No. I'm saying no. I'm saying no.
I'm just saying I never heard that you couldn't suck dick and still.
No. I'm saying no. Maybe I'm saying it wrong, but yeah, you probably hear what I'm saying. I'm saying feminist mindset has helped create whores. That's what I'm saying. Because black women were more conservative back then, more like to themselves.
Would you say that's all straight
He just said
feminist?
that they
Or,
created
no,
hoes.
No, I'm saying
Would you
help. No, not all.
Would you say
feminists, no.
men contribute to that though?
Yes,
as well?
I do. Well, I'm going to the feminist part to go make it forward. I'm saying it's true because women back in the days slept around more discreet. You probably would know that they're doing that type of mess.
We
No,
still do
but
that.
no. Now music videos, everybody. I do this. All over MTV, BET now. It's crazy. MTV Award, BET Awards is all about slutism.
But I think
It's all about
The image that
sex.
they're pushing, though, but that's not always.
Sex. But let's be honest. We all took health class here. Sex is everything. It's an embodiment for anything. It's to be sexy. Doesn't mean that you're promoting sex, but that is sexy. Like if I walk outside with lingerie on, doesn't mean that I'm trying to go fuck everybody. That means that I'm promoting sexy, which is a part of sex.
I get that.
It's different terminologies when
But-
you're trying to promote sex.
But watch this, right? In that same token, women telling you to be sexual liberated free, and reality is y'all living miserable lives because nobody wants to date y'all serious anymore. Because they're having the whole world see y'all naked. Men don't want their wives to be naked on the air
There's
24/7.
people that are naked on the air 24/7 and are happily married.
But no.
Thank you.
No, hold on.
There's someone out there for everyone.
You see-
a man's gonna want
I was about
you.
to
If
say,
a man wants you,
because
he wants
you gotta think
That-
about
that's
this.
what it is.
Like, look at
I'm about to
Tom
go-
Brady's wife. She was a model and she was naked.
No.
Naked.
No. It's a difference between that and vixen work. Don't compare Giselle
Wait.
to vixen work.
What's
Not the
vixen?
same
You say
thing.
vixen
Wait,
work.
I'm a
what's
design-
vixen word?
You mean video girl?
Vixen work, like city girls and popping their butt. Giselle didn't. Hold on. Giselle didn't do that. She's not making songs about sucking cock.
So
She's not doing whatever.
what about
So-
Cardi
That don't
B?
mean she wasn't sucking cock. She
No,
didn't make
but
a song
Cardi
about
B
it.
was
I was just
stripping
about to say
and
that.
she's
She probably
married.
would suck a cock in the staircase. We don't know.
Hold on. One at a time. One at a time. And my thing is, I'm not saying a woman can't get married. What I'm saying to you is, it's extremely low from this happening. We named Cardi B, right? That's Cardi B. Everyone can't be a Cardi B, right? If black woman is married at 23%, and you name Cardi B, what is Cardi B nationality?
She's Dominican and black, actually.
I'm talking about, all right, black and black, right? If we put it, she could do it, but out of the 23%, she's the one that made it. What about the rest? The 78 or 77% of people who are not getting married. See,
I want to blame that on feminism.
No. I said it's a byproduct of that. Cause it's the fact, bro.
I hear
Black
what you're saying.
women.
I just need you to connect it for me to make it make sense. Because right now,
All right, watch
you're not
this.
hitting for me.
Watch this. Before feminist movement happened to the black community, black men and black women was marrying at 83%. Now, since feminist rise been happening, and they switched what feminist once was, now it's to, I could be a strong woman and the family is me and my child. That mindset alone
But I think
has
that
been, that mindset alone has been passed down from mother to daughter constantly. Now, don't get me wrong, men have a part to play with that. I'm not saying men don't have a part to play with that. But the issue is when women start to be more masculine, men don't like masculine women. We don't like that.
But what if the man is not given? What if I have to play the man and the female role?
What are
I'm
you
not
not?
gonna
Thank
submit
you.
to a man
Thank you.
that's not gonna be
Preach.
a
Well, I was gonna say-
Preach.
Like, if-
Preach.
what I was gonna say is that
Preach.
that also could be due to systematic racism, being the fact that there's not a lot of men at home and women had to step up and play both roles.
I agree. But mind you, the government literally basically harpooned the feminist movement into the black community. That's my point. They have a hand in it as well.
Yeah, but
Gloria Steinem, FBI, this government stuff, right? And they basically trick black women to only know man just to create a dual income society. So now you have women that's putting degrees and money over family.
but I
That's
feel-
a byproduct of that. And go ahead, my
I
bad.
was gonna say I feel like that happened once black men stopped being in the home.
I just told you that.
So once black men stopped being in the house,
Now, I'm asking a
women
question.
had to do
But who
something.
does that stem from?
Now I'm asking you a question.
It falls onto the woman.
does that
So now a
stem from?
woman has to play that role of being a feminist now.
Exactly.
No, I'm asking a question.
She doesn't play a role to be a feminist.
No,
She
I was
just
gonna
has to
say,
step up her game. She
and
doesn't have to
you have to play
hate
that masculine
towards-
role.
Yeah, but
like
feminist
Kim,
doesn't
like a
mean
superhero.
feminist doesn't mean that you have hate off rip.
No, but hold on.
Feminist doesn't mean like she just hates men.
No. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that.
No, that's what light is. Like,
No,
yo,
but no, my
it comes
thing
with
is,
hate.
No,
With hate.
What I'm saying is the new wave of feminine. What I'm saying is the new wave of feminine has become that what he's talking about.
Like Mary.
No, but no.
I'm married.
No, but hold on.
Once you have sex,
Hold on. We
I
gotta
don't
make
believe
it-
in that standard.
Hold on. We got hold on.
Of course not.
Because, yeah, I
What?
I gotta bring it back for a second, right? Hold on. I gotta
Bring
bring
that
it
back.
Right now, we're getting kind of out of hand right now. I want to go back to what you said about the men not being in the house and make a woman had to make their man roles, right? That's what you were saying.
Yeah.
Right?
Like my mom's.
Now watch this. How did that start it?
By black men getting locked up or doing dumb shit.
No. No.
Let me tell you how it started.
How it started.
Let me tell you how it started. It started when the black men had to overwork themselves to take care of their family. So they was coming home more tired, not paying attention to their wife, not paying attention to their kids, not paying attention to anything. That's how it started.
No, deny.
Situation.
No, hold-
It's life.
But
It's life.
No.
Like you're saying. And
Shows that this is a system that was set up.
that's
for
why I
the
said
black man
systematic
to-
racism.
Hold.
To fail.
It
Once-
falls into that.
But once again, hold on. You'll be going. Hold on. What I'm saying is, the reason why the black man was in the house like that is because at 80% of getting married in the 70s, that means the black man was in the house at 80%. If they're getting married at 80%, that means somebody was in the house. When we gotta look at when the fall dropped. When that dropped, it was the rise of feminist, strong black women had came into place and jumped ship from the civil rights movement. That's at that moment it started to drop because women start saying, "I don't need no man," or going along with a deadbeat father. Those two together has made the numbers drop in single households. That's what I'm saying to you because deadbeats have always existed.
But why would the woman have felt like she could do it by herself if the man was
This-
doing what he needed to do?
Exactly.
No,
Who gave us that idea?
Why would we have?
Who gave us the idea?
It had to be somebody
It
had
had
to
to
be
give us an
absent.
idea.
No, but
It had to be something to give us that idea to
but-
want to do that.
No, but I'm telling you right now, it have.
I feel like
You're not
if
listening.
The female was home being taken care of.
You're not
everything was
listening.
paid for, the man was doing what he was supposed to do. He was there.
No,
he
you're
was
not-
spending time and stuff. She's not going to be going to look for.
Do you know what? First of all, do you know what feminist means?
Yeah.
What it means?
So actually, that's what I said.
That's what I was going to.
Are we talking about definition? By definition?
Because and I'm going forward. So I'm talking about at that time, feminists mean you equal rights for women and men. They want women to have equal rights for men, right?
The social, political, and economic.
That's the definition, right? Yeah. Women start saying, "I don't want to be a housewife. I want to get my own," which I'm not knocking them for it. But the reality is
It
that
was
create
designed for
masculine.
white women.
When you think that started,
I just told you that started literally in the
And
70s.
it was designed to help the white woman, and it did put down on the black
if
woman.
you look
because
them
we
up-
didn't have the same rights as the white woman.
That's what I was saying.
the
Back then.
second wave of feminists
Was the glorious item.
was 1960s.
I just said that. Did I
The
say that
third
earlier?
wave was the 1990s.
But
I
initially,
just-
the first, initially
Something
when it
happened
was
in the
created-
70s and 80s.
I just told you.
before it became that.
I
though.
just told you. That's what I'm saying. It started from there. That's what I was saying. That have hurt black women because they started to brainwash black women by having black bourgeoisie women talk to us and brainwash us, just like they have black bourgeoisie men that talk and brainwash the black men to be victims all the damn time.
So, what would be the excuse of that not happening in the 70s then or the 60s?
I just
Why-
all right. Watch this.
in the 1960s, they were still getting married.
No, what I just said.
In the 1970s, they were still getting married. So then in
It started
1980s,
it started dwindling down in the late 70s. I'm telling you.
but in the 70s, there was no wave. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yes,
the
it
wave,
was. That's what I was telling you, bro.
That's how I just went to go look it up. When
And
the
read
wave-
more because
when-
I'm telling you what happened. Go ahead. Finish your point. I'm going
it's
to
saying
my point.
when the second wave came about liberation and all that was during like the hippie times, during Martin Luther King times. When the 1970s came, it wasn't that. The next wave of feminist movement that came about was in the 1990s. So something happened besides just the feminists in the 70s and 80s that changed. because feminists been doing their thing. So why they didn't affect prior to that?
All right, watch this. What I'm telling you is this, right? It's more factors to it, but the topic is feminist, right? What I'm saying to you as the original form of feminist has mutated from equal rights into now masculine energy is toxic and men are bad. That's the new wave now. So I will give you a timeline of how it started, how it wasn't for black women, and how they tricked black women to be independent, black, strong women. You don't hear white women saying, I'm from white woman. You don't hear it from Asian women either, by the boatload. But you hear it in the black community. And these women out here rather be baby mothers and be a boss bitch than to be someone's wife. And that is a byproduct.
To be anyone's baby's mother.
Not you. Not you. But in
always
general.
aspire to be a wife.
No, but mind you, cause the number shows it. Black women right now are having babies I'm gonna do of stats. 80% out of wedlock now. It's the total opposite. And those same women keep saying, I don't need no man. These are the same women that are raising our little boys to grow up to be weak men that you're complaining about today. So the men have dropped the ball today, but it's a byproduct of feminists tricking black women to be strong, independent women.
When you think, I was gonna ask you, when you think the black man dropped the ball?
I was about to say because
the
black men not drop the ball when you don't teach your men to, because as women we teach our daughters to desire marriage.
No, you do not. Wives do. Wives teach their daughter how to be wise through experience. Women now has taught women to be independent, strong women. That's a byproduct of feminists. And it go down from your mother to your daughter to your great granddaughter.
She did teach me to be strong and independent, but she also taught me to desire marriage at the same time.
But you keep saying you.
Yeah,
but
I feel like in general,
that's the case.
That as well. I feel like it's more men who don't teach their sons to desire marriage.
Once again,
I was about to say that too.
Once again, y'all not comprehend what I'm saying to y'all.
Oh, I'm comprehending.
The men are weak men now. They are raised by women overall. So they're emotional. And they see their mother get done dirty constantly, and they think that the woman should take care of them. Because they see their mother do it their whole life. And that's what I'm saying is, as a byproduct of having a strong masculine woman, she don't need no father for her kids, but in reality she do. Now this woman raising emotional boys. So now the boys now are giving women hell today because they're not men. Don't know how to be husbands anymore. And the women don't know how to be wives. Their whole energy is masculine while the boys are total opposite. They're feminine now. But that comes from systems, and feminism is also a system that help brainwash black women to accept welfare and food stamps over an actual father figure.
What age group you think that is?
That was in the 70s.
No, I mean, like, what age group now you think that's raising feminist boys? Us right now? Like
millennials.
Yes.
The 20s, the millennials?
Baby from the 80s, yes. That's literally the stat, bro.
Because I'm not saying I'm a millennial and I don't feel like that. That's what
but see, you're making it personal about
but I'm
saying
saying,
that.
for me,
but to be honest with you too, let's think about it like this too. Even the fathers that are raising the household with the children, with their sons, they're still not teaching them the values that they're supposed to know. Like, and that's the next problem. So now we're allowing you to be that. We're telling you, go ahead. We're letting you be the matriarch, the guy. We're letting you do that. And you're still not doing it. So now it falls on us if our sons are pussies.
No. Watch this. I'm going to break it down. People in the back, give me a year if I make sense to y'all, right? We going back and then go back forward. The fathers that's now raising their kids to be corny and weak has been raised by women and no fathers themselves. They are emotional wrecks. Not saying all of them. Those are the same ones who are raising boys because they don't even know how to be a husband because they never had an example of a husband in their house. And it's not always a deadbeat. It's also a bitter woman keeping the father from the child.
That's true.
So that's what I'm saying to you. You got two type of people. You have the deadbeat nigga. Think about it, right? Deadbeats have always existed, right? We could agree with that, right? Mm-hmm.
Can we also agree that women can be deadbeats? I'm just
No,
Yes.
no, that's true, right? So watch this, right?
I know one.
If fathers in general, not in general, but if fathers, well, overall society already had deadbeats in place, right? And black men were still marrying at 80% amongst the deadbeats. So hold on. So if we're getting married at 80%, right? Men at 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, back in the days, our grandfather and our father was getting married with wives and kids at 20, 22. Because you know why? They was raised usually in wedlock. They understand what a man's supposed to do and what a husband is. That's why they were like, yo, start a family at 22. Us now don't say this. It's because most of us are raised in single households and don't have an example of how to be a great father or a husband. What ends up happening is we are the same guys that's being raised by emotional women. I'm not blaming all women for the niggas being crazy because someone's out there take care of their kids. They gotta work 2 jobs to survive. Unfortunately, what happens is that father's not in the house. That kid will go to the streets and he don't even know how to fight no more. He gotta get his gun. That's straight pure emotion. Mother would tell his sons, nigga, you go outside and you fight, I'll bust your ass if you lose. Father tell his son, don't be no punk. You win some, you lose some. So you take a L, you're not gonna flip out. Because you know when I get home, I ain't getting my ass busted. I'm not a punk. What I'm saying to you is, from the 70s to the 80s and to the 90s, black women in the 60s and 70s never was saying, I don't need no man by the boatload. Now, that's an actual thing.
You got a song, F-R-E-E.
yeah, but
Nigga
that's
free.
also because
That shit is
again, that's also because that's how men are.
No.
Yeah, because we
Fuck.
can't depend on y'all all the time.
Once
so-
again, you raise the weak men. That's my point. It's my exact
hold
point.
on a
We have no
second.
choice.
Hold on a second. But let me ask y'all a question. If both parents in the household would work, right? Wouldn't it make it easier for everybody?
Yes.
But the man, y'all
don't believe in
masculine
stay-at-home
men,
wives.
let's get into it, want the women to stay at home and do what? Take care of the what? Children. And y'all do what? Go to work. That's how it used to be. We're going back to forward, right? Back
don't
then,
believe
that's
in
what y'all wanted.
stay-at-home wives.
That's
I don't
traditional,
believe
but
in
that's what
traditional
y'all wanted.
households then.
It's not.
That's what y'all wanted. So who was raising them anyway? Us.
No, you know what I'm
not
saying.
what we-
Regardless.
No, you're mixing two different things up.
Oh, that's
That's
what we.
lifestyle.
Oh, that's
You mix two things
lifestyle.
up.
Life.
That's lifestyle.
Both are
It
still
is.
But if we're both parents, why are we both not raising them together?
You
because
still are raising the children
thank you.
together.
You
You just
still
playing your role.
Thank you.
Oh, we're
That's
playing a
what-
role.
Yes,
But
it's a
you
Your
role.
role as a parent is the same role as me as a parent.
Why-
No,
I was
it's
gonna say,
not.
so
Not
now-
if it's feminine, it's masculine.
What?
That's what it
No.
Yes, it's two different roles.
What?
Yes, it is.
So
When
what
it comes
about,
to being a parent,
Yes, two different roles.
Yes,
Yes, it
there's
is.
two different roles when it comes to being a parent. However, there are not two different roles when it comes to taking care of your child. And most of the time,
That's the parent.
No, listen. Most of the time, even if a woman is working, she's still expected to come home and get the children ready, do homework with them, get them ready for bed, do this, do that, and make sure dinner's
Depends on
ready.
the relationship.
Like,
why can't
but
the man
that's
do
how
it
most
too?
relationships
Depends on
are
the-
in a marriage.
No,
But
we
if
don't-
you're married, that's what y'all supposed to do. Y'all are family.
Hold on. I'm glad you said that. And why is that happening after you said you bad, I don't need no man, I'm a strong black woman? That come with being strong. Now you complain about it. That's my issue. You're saying, think about it.
But,
hold on.
she said for the houses that have both parents.
No,
that
I'm
means
talking
she's
about
not
house-
saying that she don't need a man.
Yeah, I'm talking about for the people that's
homes
together,
that's
the homes and
together.
families.
No, what she said just now is about guys not doing that, being married. What she was talking about. She's talking about overall.
No, she's saying if
No,
she still
I
gotta
said-
come home and still do that, even if
both
she's
gotta do
working.
it.
We
And I mean,
both gotta do it.
That's
she-
what I'm saying.
but you
usually
saying
in
back in the
household,
days,
it's not
that's
like
not what
It's
they
that.
was
not like
doing.
that right now. It's not
That's
like that.
That's
Back in the
why
day,
you
it's
have
all right
to-
now.
Listen, you don't do the same way how it was back then. You compromise
But
now.
that I understand, and that's what it
That
should
means
be.
you're not
but
gonna-
that's
that
not
means
what
it's
it
not
always
tradition
is.
then.
Most
Still
households
listen,
right now,
that's not
a
tradition.
woman is
That's not.
expected to
Thank
come
you.
home
That's
from
Thank
work
new
you.
now.
That's
take
new
care of
now.
You changing the
No, we
dynamics of
changed it.
tradition is rules. When you add a rule to it, it's not tradition no more.
I'm not talking.
Tradition is
Now
regular.
you're
I'm
breaking
talking modern
Hold on.
day.
Hold on,
No,
can I say
no,
something?
no, you're wrong.
You got boundaries. So it still could be traditional, but it just has to be to a certain limit. So you can still have the father does rule the house, where he says,
Of
if
course.
anybody comes in this house, I'll kill him. I'll protect the
Of
family.
course.
My wife is gonna cook and clean, and if she's sick,
Those are
I'm
roles.
gonna cook and clean.
Oh,
You
yeah.
understand?
But that
That's not
doesn't
tradition.
always happen.
But that's not tradition.
But
I don't.
That is
No, that's
tradition.
not tradition.
Time out,
not
time out,
tradition.
time out. No, y'all right now,
What are you
y'all,
talking
yo,
about?
that is literally tradition.
You know what
No,
tradition
it's
is?
the
Tradition
tradition
is something
is-
that's been going on since the hands of time, and it's never changed.
That means the
Right.
man was bringing home the bread,
Right,
and the
while the
woman
women was
was
taking
at
care
home.
of the
That's
home.
tradition time.
That's tradition.
But that's
That's
not
a-
what
no,
we're
No, that's
That's
not
not the
standard.
standard.
No.
That's not the
That's
standard.
not the standard.
Thank you. Thank
No,
you.
hold on. See, here's the issue. Y'all not comprehending what me and Light is saying to y'all right now, and I'm gonna tell you why I say that. It's because y'all have switched what tradition is. This is my point. Traditional was
culture.
because women. Think about it, right? The world is all right. Let's go. I'm getting to it right now.
Listen.
Might throw me off right now because.
He about to go on a rant.
No.
The world is not traditional
Hold
anymore.
on.
We have to talk about the day and the age we live in right now.
No,
Who
but-
gives a F
no, but
about
you-
what the hell was going on
True.
50 years ago when our grandparents were
I
doing
need-
this?
I need me a
We're
higher
not living
mic.
in that same day and age.
Right? So hold
It's
on,
a
right?
good podcast.
So, here's the thing, right?
Get everything one stop.
Here's the thing, right? The world today and back then is literally for women. It's dangerous for women in general. The world is dangerous for women. So traditionally, the men was the hunters. We're naturally stronger and protectors by nature, right? Women are naturally feminine and nurturers by nature. So
mine.
traditional wise, the woman would nurture the kids while the men bring home the protein, which is the meat, right? The men also protect. And I'm tired of women keep saying this, that, and third. What about the men that dies trying to protect the family, working long hours, no sleep? So now it comes 50-50. Stop thinking that the man don't raise his kids. He raises kids a different way than how y'all raise the kids. We raise the kids with actual protection. We tell boys how to be a protector. We gotta buy sons out. Yo, you gotta be a working man. Respect from a man's point of view. Y'all don't see this. Y'all work with your daughters, which I understand. Stop thinking that it's only just y'all at home taking care of the kids, and the man is not at home valuing his kids or raising his kids also.
So I love how you just went straight for the aspect of a son. So what are you telling
I was
your
going
daughter?
to I was going to the daughter next. I was going to the boy first, then to the daughter second.
Okay.
The daughter role, women, wives, teach their women, the daughters, how to nurture their feminine energy, which is a part of it nurturing, right? The father will teach their daughters what to look for in a man. Literally, what to look out for.
But what if you're telling your daughter to look for one thing and you're showing her a whole nother thing?
But,
What does that mean?
Hold on, I'm going.
What does that mean?
Contradictual.
Hold on. What y'all doing is I'm going from timeline from old into new. What y'all doing is I can say the same exact thing about mothers to sons, but we won't get nowhere if I keep doing that. I'm going somewhere and then you move forward. Now, and time has changed from back in the days, which I understand, but men are still wired to protect and provide. Literally, we are wired this way from just our being and from from growing up, right? So now what ends up happening is in the 70s, 60s, whatever, women, and watch this. Remember that movie, Dead Presidents?
Yeah.
Right? You see when Lorenz Tate went to the army and he came back home and he was trying to
Turn his life around.
fix his kids up. Mm-hmm. Women was doing what? Taking money from that pimp, right? Mm-hmm. And saying, I don't need you, nigga. You know why? She valued the money more than an actual father to her daughter. So what ended up happening is, get out of my house. The pimp represented welfare. Women was putting welfare over actual husbands. That's a major reason why black men was in the house along with the deadbeat. So now, black men was in the house because deadbeat already existed. Plus, women are keeping the man out the house for a check. Or you're being vindictive. He cheated on me. You ain't seen your son or your
That's how you
daughter.
get Section 8.
So
and
that's
all these
so
programs.
mind you, the number of single
we call
households
child
grew.
support.
No, hold on. So the number of single households grew times 4, whatever, because of that thing. The deadbeat always gonna be there. we was getting mad at 80% what the deadbeats existed. Now if you add women getting incentives, checks for being single, and more babies you get, more money you get, they're free apartments, Section 8, whatever, they're choosing that more than the man. So now the single house start to grow more, along with the deadbeat that's still going on. So now women start saying, I don't need no man. They start to value the papers, college degrees, going into debt like crazy because college is expensive, and they tricking you out of your pocket, out of your money. What ends up happening is these women start saying, I gotta do all this, do all that, but that comes with being strong. Men don't complain about this because men die at a workplace die way higher than women at workplaces because we do the dangerous job, we do longer hours, we do overnight, we do all this to get cancer from these fucking chemicals at these jobs. Men don't go home and say, come on, girl, I gotta take care of the kid, I gotta pay the rent, I gotta buy your clothes, I gotta do this. No, because we understand that's a leadership role. Leaders do not blame people, they take accountability when they fuck up.
And let me say something real quick about women too, the island people that's not from here. It's rare that I hear a lot of Caribbean women complaining about motherly role.
They don't.
It's more not trying to be funny.
And they're doing better.
It's more of the Americanized or American women that feel like they obligated, that's needed to be spoiled, pampered. I'm a super.
I think that's any woman that wants to be spoiled and pampered. I'm just saying.
If
you're a real woman,
it's wrong.
No,
what?
No, listen what he's saying. No.
Don't you want to be spoiled?
Kiki.
What you want?
It's bad.
Kiki, it's in the mic.
What do you want?
It's bad.
What do you want?
I just want to live life freely.
Kiki,
I want to live life in abundance. But I don't want to be spoiled where somebody's going to continue to give me something and then I depend on it. I don't want that. What I want is if I do something for you, you do it back for me. If I rub your back, you rub mine.
Spoil is not dependency.
So spoil is dependent on someone giving you something every time you want it. So if someone is spoiling you, that means they take you out.
You want to tell your light to come on the camera real quick, bro? Stop and light. Hold on.
Nah, I was looking up some other shit. I don't care what light you saying. Go ahead.
No. But we want to come, Mike.
Go ahead.
Come. You can have my mic for a second, man. Explain what you said. I'd rather.
I was just looking up what country never had a woman president as a representative.
God damn.
That's what I was looking up.
I'm gonna go on more, but I want them. I want to hear they.
Yeah, I want to hear what they're saying. I was waiting for light to finish so I could hear their response.
I ain't too sure if people could hear light from back there.
No, go ahead.
Okay, I feel like the black woman, right? She should be honored, and she should respect herself because she is a goddess. Without her, it wouldn't be no life.
It's not true.
Without her, it wouldn't be no life. Meaning, as human beings, because the only way we can get here is through. Hold on.
Why is it not true?
Get here.
It takes both. Without us, it won't be no life.
Yeah, but we still have to carry them to bring them into life.
Okay, hold on.
How can you curse it? It's not there.
You know what? I went wrong. Because you know why? I'm a spiritual being and I believe in immaculate
I was
conception.
gonna say,
yeah,
yo, you
the Virgin Mary thing.
You about to go way off.
That took me. You're ready.
Basically, what I'm trying to say is that I'm not trying to take nothing from the woman. I'm saying to appreciate the woman. But the woman has to know her role as a woman and the male has to know his also. You have feminine and you have masculine. When you have a female, she has to be raised by a feminine energy, a nurturing energy. That's why they have baby dolls, they have doll houses to teach this young child to grow into a young woman and learn how to nurture. The same thing with the male. They got toy guns. They got the fighter, the wrestlers.
That's a horrible example.
Yo, bro.
The toy gun went crazy.
I think that's a horrible system for women to have to be forced to be like, yo, this is what you're gonna be doing, bro.
So you supposed to play with a doll. You can't play with a trunk.
Cool at all.
You can't play with a car. You can't play with a pencil.
A woman can have a gun too.
Hold on.
Why should you have a gun?
They say,
hold on. You're the one that's confusing the roles.
Nah, I'm not confusing the roles.
That's being being sexist.
It's just a horrible standards. That's all I'm saying.
All right, cooking is cooking. I'm not saying that a woman has to cook because a male can cook just like she can.
All right.
But what I'm saying is the nurturing. The male doesn't have time to nurture. You know why? Because he's the one that's out hunting. He's the one that's providing. So you have to take the time to clean that meat after I bring it in. You have to take the time to feed and know what to go on that meat. Because I'm the one that just went out 20 hours, almost died trying to kill it.
Are we still talking about back in the day?
No, they're going forward.
Oh,
No, because they're not hunting for
This is
nothing.
not how life works.
So, okay, so me going out and bringing in the chicken.
I'm like, no, because what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, I'm just waiting.
Things have changed, of course, and that's why the system is corrupted, because the woman doesn't know her place, and so does the male. He doesn't know it. So you need to, right. So now you have something that's called new culture. New culture where people are adding shit into our culture that came out of nowhere from 2 years ago. We got words that don't even really have definitions that's pertaining to us.
Like that?
Black people use, what's that shit Snoop was using?
Shizzle.
Shizzle, my nizzle. All of this shit is pertaining to us because it's a part of a new culture, something that was enforced on us. This is not something that's traditional, something that we've been doing before somebody else came and enforced something on us for money and contracts. So basically, I agree with you. The system is made for the male not know his place and the female not to know her place.
Money.
For money.
That's why I go from old to new, because the system, women start saying, I could do what a man could do,
But they can't.
and then you physically can't do what
And
you
it's
could
vice
do by
versa.
a boatload. Not saying a few. What ends up happening is, it's alright, cool. And guess what? The rent went up because now you got dual society now, dual income societies. So now everything went skyrocket, right? The issue is with that is women start complaining, I gotta do this, I gotta do this, and I'm like, going to the club. That's what men been doing this whole time.
Might as well just sit back down.
Doing the whole time. So I'm saying, if you're gonna say you want to do this, do that, and third, then accept the role that comes with that thing that you wanted to do. And the issue. Go ahead.
That's why I always say feminism is selective.
No, I'm saying I agree.
And a woman's, I feel like women, it is selective in a woman. They only want to claim feminism when it's beneficial to them.
Yes, yeah, I agree. So my point is, now it have hurt black women because the number shows it. Women are not getting married by the boatload. They are raising weak boys to be weak men for the next sisters that's growing up. Now they can't even, the niggas too emotional now. That's literally a byproduct. Not saying the only thing, but it's a byproduct of it. Cause women say, right now, I swear, you cannot find a group of Asian women saying, I am a strong Chinese woman. You don't see this. You don't see a strong white woman. Yeah, we are strong, independent. You don't even see that from them, and they created feminists.
Yo, bro, somebody's gonna tag a video to you.
I'm telling you.
All that's out there.
Bro,
There is white women and there's
Asian women
Asian
on
women too.
TikTok, they be like, I'm independent.
And there's Asian
Oh, y'all
women.
hear what I'm saying?
I was gonna let you do it.
So I don't know. I think the lady's gonna hate me on this one because I told MATTICS in the beginning I agree with him. I do think it's but I was telling him earlier I do agree with him. I do agree that it's affected black women because, like I said, and if we taking it back to the beginning, we didn't have the same rights as white women did. So when the system even first came about, it was basically for white women. They literally fought to have equal rights as men. And then now, like I was just telling him a minute ago, I feel like black women use it as, I don't want to say a clutch, whatever it is. Is it a clutch or crutch? But I feel like they do sometimes. Yeah, they do sometimes. And it's selective when they want to do it, when it's beneficial to them sometimes. Because it's just like, yeah, I want to be strong, da-da-da-da. Oh, but only this, only when I have to do this. So only when. So it's just like, do you want it or do you not want it? That's I'm like, I'm very logical when it comes to shit. And I feel like if you're going to work, you're going to work. And do shit, you want equal rights, right? All right, so you bring home the bread, you do everything he's going to do. Don't say, oh, only because now I want a man to take care of me and do all of this stuff. No, that's not how it works, honey. You said you wanted to do everything he did, right? So get your ass up and take your ass to work and do everything he wants. That's just how I feel about it, but,
And I agree with that. And then my whole point is,
but that's what you fought. Because if if we're really going to sit down and be technical about it, that's what you fought for, right? So then stand behind what you fought for. But then if I'm going to play devil's advocate, which I love to,
go ahead.
I do understand where some women are coming from, because there are some women who grew up in a traditional household. A lot of us did not in our day and age as millennials. Let's talk about it, because we did not.
I was about to play the devil's advocate.
I'm like, we didn't grow up in those households, but they sit here and talk about, oh, my grandmother grew up with like da-da-da, and my grandfather paid all the bills and blah, 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 blah. Okay, but we're also living in a very different day and age. Your grandmother couldn't work like we could get up and work in that day and age, too. They didn't have the same rights, and they didn't have the same access to all the same things that we did in this day and age. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure if they did, we wouldn't have had the feminist movement in the first place, because they would have been doing it, So, I don't know.
Man. So, sir, I want to tell you.
Go ahead.
I definitely agree with you. I definitely do.
Hold on, come on. So if y'all agree with me, why y'all being compatible with me the whole time?
Because let me tell you why.
I wasn't being combative. First of all, I said over here most of the time.
Hold on.
I told you from jump that I agree with you.
The tap, y'all.
I told you from jump I agree with you, and I sat here and said nothing this whole time because I agree
with his statement. Because what he is saying is facts. That is your point of view. That is how you feel. That's what you see. All of that.
No, go ahead. Listen, I'm just showing him something.
See?
That shit is great.
Hold on. Go ahead.
Now,
I'm bringing that up.
let me tell you why I disagree with y'all. Right? Now, I grew up in a household with my mother and father. A lot of my friends grew up in a household with their mother and father. A lot of people I've known. Huh?
Don't make it personal.
Oh, I'm not trying to make it personal. I'm just trying to say the statistic out here. In Brooklyn, let's say Brooklyn.
Nope.
We can't say Brooklyn?
We went to
Because we're talking about black.
All right, so overall black women. So, they're overall, the ones that was in the house, to be honest with you, they made it bad because y'all wasn't making a good example for anybody. Like, yeah, it was basically saying go out and go be feminine. Go out and go be, all right, go be the man and the woman. Go out and go get a job. Go out and go do this, because he's not doing that. Now, don't get me wrong.
Who's saying that?
Hold on.
I'm asking who's saying that to make it clear. But she didn't say who said that. That's what I'm saying.
I'm just saying women in general. Like, this is the reason why they wanted to go out and get a job, why they wanted to start a movement like this, because there was a lot of things that men was lacking. And that was before we started opening our eyes to see what they were lacking. Because why? We were supposed to do what? Stay at home, traditional shit. Stay at home, take care of the kids. Make sure you're a good housewife. Make sure he's good. Make sure all of that is good. But then now we're starting to see, we're making sure everything is good, but nothing is changing.
You got a system that's fighting against the men.
Nothing is changing.
Men was getting fired and
Hold on. Now, so for you to be a strong woman with your man, right? He's getting fired. All of that is happening. He's getting laid off. Y'all don't have no money. You're supposed to be what? You're supposed to do what? Hold it down for him, right? Exactly. So you holding it down for him as a strong woman, a lot of these masculine men don't like when a woman hold it down for them. So then that becomes what?
No, it isn't. It's not that we don't like you. Don't hold it
down.
down.
Yeah, they don't. Y'all don't like that.
When you forget your role, still, it's when you.
How are we forgetting roles if at the end of the day you're going through something?
That's true though, because a lot of women, if they feel like if they're the breadwinner, then they're the head of the household, and I don't believe that. I feel like at the end of the day, if my man is doing everything he's supposed to, my man is always the head of the household. I don't care how much I'm making, so I'm going to treat it as such. But that's not how. It
still falls back into, like I said, systematic racism. A lot of men was getting taken out the house, and women was left with no plans.
Exactly.
So now a woman had to figure out something. And
so we got to band together.
Boom, let me go get a job. And then I realized I can't get a job like a dude.
You tend to forget, son.
You still never come out of character.
That's what you got to think about
as a woman that starts to evolve after a while.
But bro, it's not about evolve.
But yes, you do evolve as a human. Doesn't humans evolve?
Hold on.
Do you say the same? Every species evolves. I'm just saying.
Okay. You learn something, you can
make
always,
it better.
Hold on, you can always learn something, but you don't have to do everything that you learn. So you can keep it traditional, like, okay, you know what, my man is messed up right now. I'm the breadwinner, but I'm still gonna know my place as a woman. So if I'm coming home and I say, you know what, since I'm making the money, I can wear whatever I want to wear now. It don't rock like that. Or you know what? Since I'm making the money, I can bring whoever I want to bring in the house now. It don't work that way. It's still you still have to show respect and know your limits.
Hold on. And the feedback what I was saying is right, because even though you make the most money, or they just say you make money whatever and the guy's broke whatever, you still expect him to protect that house. If a robber come in the house, no matter what.
Of course.
That's my point. So no matter what, you should be in your own role.
Okay.
Because that's all he's saying. That's all we're saying.
Okay.
But Venom is telling women, no, they can lead. That's not true. You can't lead.
But they're telling them they could leave for reasons, though. They're not just saying leave. No, I'm just saying I'm doing the comparative against you. I'm saying the feminist was telling the women to leave and be independent for reasons, not just, leave and be independent.
No, listen. They're telling them that.
I'm wrong?
Yes, you're wrong. What I'm saying to you is they're telling women you don't need, N-E-E-D, a man. You can lead without him. How can you lead a dude that's already a leader by nature? Who we are. That's saying every man, once again, not every man are leaders. But I'm just saying, in relationship wise, we are the protectors, the providers, right? So you tell a woman to lead with me, that means that she's gonna have to be masculine to lead. Leaders are masculine, they have energy, masculine all the time. So now that I'm a leader and masculine energy and you're masculine, as a monster, as a two-headed monster, it can't lead.
It can't coexist.
You can't coexist at the same time. So you're saying that I got this, that, and the third, so no. Even if you make more money than a man, still let that man don't bring his masculine energy down or demasculate the man, because that's his nature to lead. It's not in the woman's nature to lead. That's why when things happen, it happened because of this. It happened because of that.
And that's why I said
that's what I'm saying. That's not a natural leader.
They want to lead when they want to lead.
The leader takes accountability in it. So I'm saying if the man make less than you, he make less than you. It don't mean that you should that
he's any less of a man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't need the house, because leaders protect the house. So now let's say the role switch, right? You make $100,000 a year. I'm making $24,000 a year. You leader. When that house get robbed, go get the gun. I'm with the kids now. How you gonna feel about that? You a leader now.
You want me to answer personally?
Yeah. No, I'm saying, and how about? I don't want this nigga. He's soft.
I mean, yeah.
Thank you.
That's what they would say. I'm getting the gun.
But I'm saying, you want to come on. Who wants a weak man?
But who wants a weak woman?
No, but what I'm saying is feminine energy and masculine energy, right? What I'm saying is a strong black woman, feminists have bought into that. Feminists have told black women you can be strong and independent, meaning physically and mentally. It's impossible for you to be stronger than men. It's impossible. Men are physically way stronger than women just overall. Look at the sports. It's just impossible.
Yes.
Overall. So I'm just saying, that's why he go back to roles. Women have certain roles that men just can't do. And there's roles that men can do that women just can't do. But men are telling women that we're equals, even as beings, and we're not. Men can't give birth, we can't breastfeed. Y'all don't produce a seed. We do. That's the life. Y'all carry it. God made it this way. So going out of order is confusing all of us in the black community, because our boys are acting feminine, our girls are acting like young and maids, and it's ridiculous now.
Young and maids.
And that's a byproduct of feminists affecting black women, because it's happening the most to us in our community. Can y'all agree with that or no? And please.
I'm waiting for the females.
Me too.
I spoke a lot already. I told you I agree. It's not much more. If
I don't want to feel like we over talking them. Yeah, I want to hear from y'all.
You went back and forth.
Yeah, I want to hear from y'all. To be honest, it's like shit is already
watch this.
Messed up.
I got something for y'all. Watch this, right? Y'all heard this thing before, right? When they said women could do, old commercial, anything you can do, I can do better. I could do anything better than you. And they had the girls beating all the guys in sports. I'm like, that's not true.
In my mind, about the kid, man, it's not true because I do it on a daily basis. The girls that's nice can't keep up with me because I'm physically stronger. Cause I have bone density stronger, muscle mass. It's just a different thing, right? Women have told, feminist women start to tell men, the new feminist wave that's basically just hate against men, are telling men, if that man identifies a woman, that he's a woman, and who of us is telling me that a woman? Men keep telling women that don't make sense. That man can never be a woman.
That's the truth,
right? But feminists are saying, yes,
those same feminists will turn around when the man wins the damn race and be like, he had a unfair advantage.